Sorry it sucks, but
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
yeah.
Oh, no pun intended. Shoot. I didn't mean that.
Remember when I said that fat thing earlier?
Yeah.
Now you get.
Yes.
And we got our cold open. Welcome back to Are You the Asshole? My name is Josh, and alongside me, two of the funniest guys you ever meet, Nick and Jordan. First show back from Thanksgiving. How'd that go?
It's all right.
It's pretty good. Pretty, fulfilling. I had a lot of food, so
Played on a blackjack, hilariously.
nice.
Big gambler family.
I eat ham on Thanksgiving.
We do both. It's turkey and ham.
Well, we have turkey, but I always gravitate towards the ham, and then on Christmas, I'll gravitate towards the
That's
turkey.
crazy.
I don't understand it. It's just like, I don't know. I associate fall because
We have-
like Thanksgiving is still fall.
Yeah.
It's like ham is like.
We have
fall.
gone back to our old ways. It was just turkey. Thanksgiving,
Tradition.
which is fine with me. I'm a big dark meat guy, so that doesn't bother me. But it was sad that there was not any ham.
Aw.
I'll be faux real.
Faux rizzle.
We got big stuff recording because now we're looking to Christmas. Next week will be the episodes we do before Jordan's birthday. And then after that will be Christmas and the day after Christmas.
Sweet.
Or like 3 days after Christmas. But starting off for stories for today, I got this one screened because infamous moment in the history of Are You the Asshole. When I told the girl having sex with someone at her boyfriend's funeral, we all felt like we hated humanity now after. So I got this screened by my coworkers, and people were like, "That's messed up. Say that."
Okay.
So I was like, "Okay." So we do 2 episodes. So I'm leading this one off and saving the funny ones so we don't leave here hating ourselves.
Okay.
So it's Am I the Asshole for euthanizing my daughter's emotional support animal for her own sake? Used throwaway because family members on Reddit. My daughter recently turned 20. She's been dealing with major depressive disorder, social anxiety, anorexia, body dysmorphia, and 2 autoimmune diseases since she was around 12. I'm very involved in her treatment and obviously want her to get better. So when her therapist recommended getting her a dog to register as an emotional support animal, we got her one for her 16th birthday named Juniper. I generally dislike animals, but it was for my daughter's sake, so I caved. Junie and my daughter grew close, and I have been seeing notable difference in her since we got the dog, especially in her sense of independence and self-esteem. 4 years later, my daughter is now a part-time tutor, volunteers with the elderly, and attends school full-time with excellent grades. I'm proud of her for how far she's come, and though I realize she has a ways to go, Junie has helped her, and I credit the dog for that immensely. Here's the problem. While my daughter was at school, Junie got out of the house and got hit by a car since we live right in front of a busy street. My wife and I rushed her into the vet and were told that Junie would need surgery, which would cost somewhere ballpark of $2,000. I make a good salary, but I just cannot justify spending that much on a dog, especially when it may not even work and Junie would be completely crippled. Plus, she was pushing 5 years old, and her breed usually only lives to be around 9 or 10. Due to all these reasons, I decided the most humane and logical decision to do would be to euthanize Junie. At this point, I called my daughter to let her know the situation and the solution I'd chosen, and she freaked out on me. She tried telling me how she had $700 in savings and would have quickly find a job to pay me back for the rest, to which I declined, A, it's not just about the money, and B, I don't want her to risk ruining her mental health by her getting a job, especially since she likely have to quit one of her volunteer jobs, which have helped her so much. I explained this to her, but she wasn't hearing reason. So I put my foot down and said my decision was final because the dog was technically mine since I paid for it. Then I hung up, we put Junie down, surrounding her with love and gratitude. Last bit here. When we got home, my daughter had just pulled in and was hysterical. I told her she was too old to be acting like this, and one part of becoming a competent, independent adult was accepting what life throws at you. Now she isn't speaking to me. I'm beginning to think I should have at least told her where we were so she could say goodbye. On the other hand, Junie already served her purpose in helping my daughter, and she only had the dog for 4 years, so I don't understand the huge overreaction. Am I the asshole? Those words alone, she served her purpose, may sound like the most evil thing I've heard in a hot minute. Boys, okay.
No.
So, to clarify, I know we're all going to go here. This is posted on Reddit, and this got reposted to Am I the Devil, which is, for all of the people that are deemed assholes on Reddit, they take the worst of the worst people and put it there. And what I love about it is, so the headline was, Am I the asshole for euthanizing my daughter's emotional support animal? And what people do is they'll change the headline, and it was, Am I the asshole for killing my daughter's dog for no apparent reason?
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, well, and it's like, oh, yeah.
That's bad.
Like, she had money saved up that she was going to, like, it shows you how close of a connection she had, because, like the dad said, her getting a job would probably put some of her enjoyable activities in danger of her not being able to go to those anymore do those.
I also don't understand the logic of these jobs help your mental health. Let me kill your dog.
Yeah,
I don't get the whole, like, he even says, I credit the dog immensely.
Yeah.
Let's kill the dog.
Yeah, like the dog has been probably not the sole purpose but it's been what seems like a driving factor in the fact that she now has 2 volunteer jobs and is doing so well mentally. So, like, literally, this feels like all this is going to do is just take all the progress that she has made
Back to one.
and just, it's like basically spitting in her face.
Literally.
It's just not, yeah.
Well, you hear, like, he tells the story that he didn't want pets. It's like, you saw your out.
This is about
I'm
you.
sorry.
You saw your
You
out.
made
Yeah.
this about you, not.
And it's, I don't know, I don't know. I don't understand how you can't like small, adorable animals.
I don't understand how you keep finding these horrible stories.
So I will say, he edited this, so I can't, this story was archived. So I got where it was reposted in Am I the Devil, but there's no comments to it.
Okay.
But because we're human beings, you can assume this guy was deemed the asshole. His edit, Jesus Christ, message received, I guess I'm the asshole. I still believe, however, I made the best choice, but I suppose I could have let her be more involved. I am not a sociopath, and yes, my wife was 100% on my side of the decision. That is just,
Yeah.
talk about going to Reddit. We talk about how no one can accept, like, you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Back to one. The,
Lame alert.
Right.
so asshole, I don't even need to ask. Just
Yeah.
asshole.
Lame asshole.
But-
Huge asshole.
But it's one of those things where you see,
Gaping.
well, you
Okay.
see these stories, and like truly horrible people will find anything to be like,
Yeah, like
it's a tough situation, but I'm in the right.
how the hell is he like? It's totally okay for me to kill this dog because I don't like pets. So
I'm surprised the vet wasn't like, no, I said they'll be okay with the surgery.
You know they have 5 more years, right?
right.
Also, I was going to say it earlier.
Yeah. The dog doesn't live long. It's halfway through its lifespan, so let's let it die.
Even then, 9 to 10, the shortest I've heard of a dog breed dying is like 13, 14.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a
no,
dog that
I
dies
mean-
at 9.
It could have been a pug. That's
Yeah.
where my brain went. Was
Sure.
like, okay, we're talking about pugs, but because they don't live very long.
I'd sell one of my internal
all that
organs
respiratory
so that
problems.
if I had a pug, that they would be able to get their surgery.
I don't know that I would go that far, but like
You only-
I
you
would
only
pick up
need-
another job.
You only need one kidney, bro.
And also I hate, like, I make a good salary, so $2,000 is worth nothing to me, but I'm just not going to, I just don't want to do it because of principle.
The logic just
the
didn't make sense.
sociopath comment is very on brand because I don't know. I kind of feel like he is.
If you're not a sociopath, you're a narcissist.
Yeah, or you're just a terrible person.
On that note, so officially, for the episodes this week, the most horrible thing you're going to hear from us is out of the way.
Nice.
So, Nick,
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Nick, Jordan, which one of you wants to save the day?
What do you?
You know what? I have a pretty funny one that
Okay.
I will
You
got a winner?
I'll
Pull us
follow
out of
up.
this
Yes.
Woohoo!
We are back. Back from therapy.
Yeah, we took a 10-day break and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
came back with the same clothes for continuity.
We just all went and had a group session with the on-campus counselor. So,
It's literally like right next door, isn't it?
She probably hears our stories and she's like, dude, these guys need this.
yeah, whoever
That would be
the person
What
that
if
does have
she's
the
what's
office,
What if she's what's keeping people out of this room so we can do this?
right?
Don't go in there. They're. Oh boy.
They're making art.
This is our support dog.
What do you think? Yeah, I hate this life enough, man. This is what gets me through it.
Anyway, cheer me up, please.
I brought a little silly, goofy one.
No ads, no free ads.
Right.
You pay for that.
Right.
You pay for that.
Right?
Thought about that.
Anyway,
Am I the asshole for farting when my coworker wouldn't go away? Real short and sweet story.
sick.
To start, I work in an office with a few other people.
Mm-hmm.
One of my coworkers, this guy can spell really well. I felt a connection to him.
Mm-hmm.
One of my coworkers in a woman. One of my coworkers is a woman.
In a
really,
woman.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sex at the workplace is fine here.
Yeah.
I think it's more like an infant. It's in a woman, but
Okay. My coworker is a baby, unborn.
it's an unborn child.
Right.
Cool.
In her mid-20s, and I think she is incompetent and annoying.
Starting off, not at all offensive.
Laying the groundwork.
Very respectful guy here. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
This is shared by the other guys in the office. So a really
Is it though?
healthy,
Is this Barstool?
right? Yeah. It seems like they have a very healthy relationship with their female coworkers. We had an assignment and we're split into teams, and I had the misfortune of being on hers, which she decided she wanted to be the boss of. It's almost sounds like she might be a team lead.
Deep-seated H.
A few days in, she stood at the entrance of my office, practically interrogating me over the work, and I just wanted her to leave so I could get my work done.
Fair.
She wasn't taking the hint and was getting closer and talking about irrelevant things. So I leaned back in my chair and said, "I've been working on something else." And then I farted.
Sick.
I can totally see myself doing that too, so I'm not even gonna knock this guy.
They're like, "Hey, I've been working on something else too. Might Taco Bell today for lunch. It's running down my leg."
That's good.
I didn't intend for it to be so loud, and it really did stink. The look on her face was priceless, though.
Yeah, that's why you do
She
it.
stood stunned and horrified, with a horrified face before leaving. Now she hasn't bothered me for a few days, and she has told people in the office that I pulled her into my office just to fart in front of her. She is describing it as if I trapped her.
Hey,
Now-
shut that door real quick.
Right? I got a surprise for you.
It's really important, please.
It's a secret.
Come close.
It's my performance review.
I got some really shitty news for you.
Oh, God.
Now other people in the office have started to make comments towards me, calling me names and such.
Dude.
What are they, 12?
Like, "Hey, Tootie Butt."
That's sick.
What's up,
I'd
fart?
love that name, you know,
I'd lean into it.
right? Or Turd Ferguson, that'd be pretty good.
I would get to the point where I could fart on command, so every time they would say something,
Yeah.
just release one back.
That's why I practice my. Like, I love making farts. Farts will never be not funny.
That is
Right?
so true.
If I don't know, if you say that you're too old for fart humor, you need help,
You're the one that's immature, actually.
right?
Right.
So with all that being said, am I the asshole? She came into my office, and I had tried to suggest she leave.
I think it's more petty than it is like being an asshole. You know what I mean?
I think the way we're talking about her kind of makes you an asshole. But
yeah.
like we have this a lot in our stories, is like if you just take aside the dialect and just look at the action that we're supposed to be judging you off, like the question, no.
Yeah.
You're not the asshole, but like don't talk about someone like that. Like
Yeah.
that's not cool.
Yeah, I feel like, especially with that line where it's like, all the guys agree, it's like, do they, or do you need a Hail Mary to make it sound like, oh, it's not personal, this
Yeah.
person's just awful, no one can stand them.
And to be fair, of the things you could do to someone you don't like, farting is the I'm gonna go not the asshole.
I'm gonna go not the asshole too, but it's such a weird situation where it's like, I love how a lot of people are like, get the hell out of my office.
Yeah.
That's what you choose to do.
Yeah.
The setup was just textbook.
The setup was really funny. I don't know. I am kind of leaning asshole on this one.
Really?
Whoa.
I just like, especially within the corporate setting, just use your words. Be an adult and use your words. Just be like, hey, you are distracting me from doing my work. Can you please leave my cubicle?
Well, we
be
don't
like,
know what she was saying.
Hey, I've been working on something.
Yeah, well, you don't know what the situation. Like that's where like we run into this is we need more info.
That's fair.
Well, it's like if she was like, you got your progress report? No? Well, it's due Friday and it's Wednesday. Like, we can't move on to the next step until you're done. Like,
And we've got this and this and this and that, and then it's like, okay,
like
it's like you can't do that.
I'm so tempted to get a fart sound effect and play it every single time you do that.
That's fair. Some comments.
Let's go.
Yes. Oh, and Reddit did deem asshole.
For what reason?
Yes.
Yes, you're the asshole and you stink. I thought that was funny. By the way, before you call someone incompetent in a public post, maybe you should proofread your paragraph because there were a lot of
Yeah,
spelling
that
errors
is
in there.
fair.
That's
That
true.
is
That's
fair.
what I meant. Is
Yeah.
like that makes you a not cool person.
If that is if that is an example of your attention to detail, you are not ready to be a team leader.
Oh, mic drop. I'd switch sides, asshole.
Are you really?
Yes.
I'm still
Next
sticking on the
one.
asshole.
Funny asshole.
Next one.
Here is how, hold on, real quick. This is how I work. If he wasn't so like, I can't stand her, I would have given him legend status.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. If he didn't start his post with like,
She's horrible.
this is
She
my
sucks,
coworker,
right.
she is a woman, and she's also stupid.
Then he'd
and
be a
annoying.
legend.
Then you would be awesome if you were just like, I farted.
I farted in front of my boss. Good job.
Proudly.
That's a beautiful middle finger to
But
corporate
now,
America.
now here we are. It's
Back
is
to
this
one.
this is gonna be like the new like farting in front of your boss is gonna be like the new like Gen Z equivalent of like quiet quitting. It's just like
yeah. That's awesome.
You get one of those like fart candles, just to constantly
Oh
get
my
smelling.
gosh! And you have fart spray. And you
Oh.
just
Yeah,
spray everything
liquid
as you leave.
ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that stuff used to be horrible.
just two more comments. You're the asshole. Also, a decent manager would be very, very clear with you that you don't get to fart at your coworkers instead of using your words like a GD adult. You hinted. You all think she's annoying, really. And then the last one.
Hang on. I don't like that person.
No.
Me neither.
That response is not productive.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last one.
He said, okay.
Listen.
Anyway,
Let's just not talk on a podcast.
back to one.
Sorry.
It's 1, 2, 3, back to one.
Yes, and. Yes, and.
I mean, yeah, actually, just no discourse. We're shutting this conversation down right now.
Yeah, moving on.
I do think just saying, yeah, I think you all.
True.
think-
I agree.
Preach, brother.
True. True. Likewise.
But the last comment, you're the asshole. How funny do you think it is when you get a message from HR?
Oh, that's good.
For farting, hilarious.
HR thought the joke was so funny they wanted you to come in and say it to them as
They
well.
couldn't do anything because it's like a bodily function. It'd be
Yeah,
different.
and it's not like
And
he
you
like
did-
stood up and like
It's
backed
not-
up into
yeah.
her and like literally farted on
Yeah.
her. Because that, I mean,
Then
I don't
that's
know.
a
I think
problem.
that'd be a real stretch if you're like, this is assault with bodily
This is buttery.
gases.
If I walk in,
Buttery.
if I walk into the bathroom and he's like pissing, does that make? And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like you can't get in trouble for that. Like it's an
Yeah.
accident. If I had stood there, shut the door, and just stared at you, then it's a problem. Like,
That's an interesting line to
Like,
blur. It's
yeah.
like where is it
Where-
just like harassment?
right?
But you came into my
what's
cubicle.
funny,
I think it'd be bad if he kept doing it.
It's,
Like that was
it's
a running
self-defense
gag.
farting is what it is.
Self-defense farting. Title and thumbnail.
SDF, baby.
Self-defense farting. I like
The
that.
SDF.
SDF.
This is self-protective flatulence. But on that note,
I
we
like
will,
that. The vibes are back.
Yeah, there we
Yes.
go.
We will
Dead dogs and
go over to
self-defense
Jordan.
farting. All right, here we go. Okay. You guys know the rules.
New
We're
bugs.
back.
Do I?
Yes, I do.
New bug story. AI or not.
Ooh.
Am I the asshole because I don't want people to discuss their love of spiders in the office?
I'm already going into AI for some reason.
I'll let you marinate with that. I'm scared of spiders. Not so much being bitten, but more of their icky looks and never knowing where one might be. And being in physical contact with them is, even for the intent of removal, makes me something of a nervous wreck.
This seems too formal for Reddit.
Yeah.
My office coworkers have, and to my dismay, boss has a hobby of collecting spiders and are thoroughly interested in all spidery things.
Sounds like
If these people, if if this is like genuinely a real person, like
they killed somebody.
therapy it's a really great resource to, check out.
This even goes so far that they've put up motivational spider images on the news bulletin featuring a
no way.
spider of the month.
There's no way.
This month's spider is an orb weaver.
A recluse.
Right.
Widowmaker from Overwatch. It's just all spider themed things.
This week's spider of the
Spider-Man.
month is yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Spider Gwen.
Yes.
It's Spider Pig.
Spider.
Whenever I tried to approach them about this, they always make me reconsider. In quotes, how could you ever think something like this is not cute? They will say, showing me anything from full detail monstrosities to cartoon-like depictions. Am I the asshole for wanting them to contain their hobbies at the workplace? They sure make me feel like the asshole when they say it. It's not their job. It's not in their job description to tiptoe around people's triggers.
Real quick. So me and him, the last episode was me and him, we talked about how the scoring should go.
Yes.
So all the time we are 2-1. In terms of calling it out and being wrong. You and me, how this is gonna go, we have to collectively agree.
Okay.
So there's been times where we're split. You and me have to be like, yes, we're locking down together. And if we get it wrong, he gets a point. We get it right, we get one.
Okay.
So obviously I'm leaning AI.
No edits this week. I've got some comments if you guys want.
The comments are usually the ones where I feel like I can get it.
Yeah.
from
You
there.
want to know?
Yes.
Sir.
You're the asshole. It's spiders. You can't control what they talk about, but if it's really ruining your life, ask them to move the pictures again. Just know that will seem extreme to most people.
That doesn't help.
There's another one if you want that.
Give us one
Yeah.
more, then we'll call it.
Everyone sucks here. You for expecting the world to cater to you. Your coworkers should be able to talk about spiders, and if you don't like it, either get earplugs or man up, dude.
Not the man up tag.
And
Listen here,
and
boy.
Reddit deemed asshole.
If you don't like spiders, then you need to like them.
You better like Spider-Man.
You got soft hands, boy, because you don't like
I love
spiders.
that. This is like the second or third episode in a row we've done the Alex Jones thing.
Turn the spiders get me.
Talking about
Spiders are making me gay. Gay hummus.
spiders are their
Oh, dude.
influence in our media.
I don't.
Spider-Man.
Spiders are running the onion, and they bought InfoWars, and now it's going to be the Spider Media channel.
And I can't watch it. I can't stand it.
Miles Morales. I don't.
Don't even get me started on Miles.
Oh, and I don't even like how they're animating the Spider-Man. I like him to be a real man.
Tobey Maguire is my goat.
I don't like this AI crap.
Not that British twink. we
Get
call
that
it.
AI shit out of here. Dude,
All right.
I'm sick of British people playing My American Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's making me gay.
Zendaya's a little submissive.
Anyway, here's a tarantula. Anyway, what do you guys think?
Okay, for one, I'm gonna say no assholes here.
Yeah.
Get off this. I feel like, for one, they're not wrong if it's an office thing, and as well, you're not wrong for being like, I don't like spiders.
Yeah. If it's, I think that they are within their right to ask them to move it if it is within a public place within the office, because if it is detrimental to you if it's detrimental to your ability to do work, then yes, it could be a serious issue. But if it's within like their own personal cubicles, mind your own business.
Yeah.
It
Don't
says
go over
it
there.
says motivational spider images on the news bulletin. So I'm assuming it's like out.
Yeah.
Like we have it up here.
Yeah, like if you took a walk to the water fountain or vending machine, it would be on your way there.
I'm so on. To me, like the problem with me is I keep psyching myself out. To
The
me,
word intent. I just get stuck that this person used the word intent.
well, I'm like, it feels like AI, but at the same time, it would not like you hear like serial
short
killers.
it's short and sweet enough to where it does seem like it's real, though.
I've removed the kidneys from the corpse of the woman. Like that's how like people do talk like that. Like,
Yeah.
but like I feel like the Reddit comments aren't like. I feel like if this was a real story, the Reddit comment would be like, "Who gives a spider?" They wouldn't be like
Yeah.
so, like intent about this. I wonder if it is real and like those comments are him. Like he commented on the post and he's like just trying to make it seem like more
Now you're
AI.
thinking. That's a good thought.
I'm gonna steal that for the next one.
I'm taking that one to me.
Where's your head at with this?
I like the shortness and the sweetness of it makes me think that it's real.
Sure.
But I don't know why I cannot see someone that uses the phrase "man up" in a serious way getting on Reddit and providing somebody with feedback. I don't know. I feel like they'd get on there to bully them and call them other colorful phrases.
Yeah.
So where are you leaning?
I want to say it's AI, but I just
I got a feeling that
the
it's real.
the and the reason I think it's real is because a lot of the stories in the past have been AI. So
I'll agree. I'll go with you. If you, so you're saying,
I think I'm.
I think
you're,
it's
you're
I
pretty
think
close.
I'm
50-50.
2 and 1.
Yeah.
I got you guys the first week with it being AI.
correct.
Yeah.
You guys sniffed me out the second time.
That
With the Beatles.
And then
'Cause
the
Josh,
time where it was us two.
Yeah, you didn't get that one.
Josh went go go
The one
gadget
where it's
mega
Dustin?
brain.
Oh, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 2 to
So,
1.
2 of them have been AI.
Okay.
One of them's been real.
So this is going to determine where
Yeah.
he's perf leaning or.
Yeah.
I'm going to trust your gut on this. If you're like, I want to go with real, I'll agree. I'll say this story is real with you.
You're gonna go real,
This
Yeah.
story is real.
locking it in, and then you said not the asshole.
Yeah.
I would say no assholes. in
no
general.
No
Assholes.
assholes. It is real.
Dude, nice
Let's
read.
go.
Great read.
Wow.
That one's just a fever dream of a story.
Yeah, no, because it's like it's such
It's like, why are we talking like we're from like British Columbia?
like grow up, like both sides grow up, like
Yeah.
cater to your underlings and your coworkers and stuff like that, but also like don't get so bent out of shape by office decor. It's not like there's like swastikas hung up within your office place. That's something
Spiders
that's
going around
something
on
to like
tables.
seriously take offense to, but it's like it's a spider.
Yeah.
And it's not real. It's
Did
not
you-
like it can crawl off the paper and attack you.
Did you read that story and you're like, oh, this is a good
Yes.
like,
So I was reading it and I was like, dude, there's enough like.
weirdness?
I noticed a lot of consistencies with how I've catered, like made AI do it in the past.
Yes.
Yes.
Where I was like, this it'll be a hard read. And
That's the toughest one so far.
And the only reason that I was kind of leaning AI was because you do have a very good way of formulating comments to where they seem real, but they have like 1 or 2
yeah,
wordings in there that kind of
I will say, despite that being a great idea, and I might steal that. in
The
the
comment
future,
one?
The comments were real,
Okay.
both of them. I thought it was interesting. I did shorten the second one that said "man up" because it was
It's like a paragraph.
tangent.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So I was right then. So he probably did include a bunch of other colorful words in there
Yeah.
with man up.
I would be mortified to expect the world to conform to my wants, fears, etc., but they crossed the line by putting up spider pics. That's messed up. So
Okay,
like,
That's the
actually not
most
bad.
formal Reddit post.
it was so like, this is such a bizarre situation. How is no one freaking out?
Right.
And I caught this one early. It had 3 upvotes and 17 comments by the time I saw it, and I was like,
It's fresh.
money.
The,
Yeah, but I thought it was a good one. So
that's the hardest one so
I'm
far.
3-1,
3-1.
or I'm down 3-1.
You're gonna like
You
cut
know
to-
who else was down 3-1?
2016
I-
Cavs.
And I'm a Cavs fan, and I have been.
Cleveland.
This is
They did it for you.
Oh, Oh my gosh, I'm a Cleveland fan. I have been. I'm gonna use my platform right now.
Are you really?
I have baby photos of me in Cleveland Cavaliers jerseys.
I hate you.
Recently, I haven't watched the NFL in years. I bet on Nick Chubb
Listen, Jameis
And you-
Winston.
of the
cashed
Cleveland
out.
Browns, and I cashed out. I'm a Cleveland fan, bar none.
Pacers are better. And not this year.
Not this year. Or no,
The Cavs they were a really good lineup.
the Cavs
They're
were
looking
undefeated.
They have Mobley, they have Garland, they
Donovan.
have Donovan.
When he's healthy.
They also have
The Cavs were
Jared Allen too.
Yes.
And then they also have Karis LeVert on their bench.
they were undefeated until they played Boston, and
Don't-
that to me is like really awesome.
Don't they have Max Strauss too?
Yes.
Because
Because he had that half-court shot against the Mavericks last year.
Because he had that really good
saying.
finals run with the Heat a couple years ago.
Just saying.
And on that note,
And on that note,
Sorry, yeah, not to delineate into ball talk, but you know.
they're talking about basketball.
ew, turn
Right.
it off.
Ew.
Or it's gonna skyrocket our views.
Right.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in this week to Are You the Asshole? Episodes are up early on our channel, and you get them a couple hours later on the Horizon. Got more skits coming.
Mm-hmm.
Got more stuff coming.
Watch the skit that's out on the YouTube
We got a
channel,
new
yeah.
skit that came out the day we're recording. So,
And the blooper reel is probably going to be out at that point, too.
oh my gosh, so much content, and you have to consume it at your lunch hour. Oh no, lunch with YouTube.
I would never thought of it like that.
All right, guys, thanks for joining. I love you guys.
Bye.
Stay off Reddit,
You're talking to us or them?
both.